An Essex MP has accused the county's police chief of being afraid to deal with the problem of travellers camped illegally in his constituency. This is the Conservative MP, Robert Halfon. He says Harlow is under siege from travellers because of the waste and antisocial behaviour, and he fears angry locals could take the law into their own hands if the police don't do something. Stephen Chittenden is in Harlow for 5 Live this morning. Why is he so upset about this, Stephen?
Well, because he tells me the issue is overwhelming his post bag, his inbox and his social media accounts. He told me there have been more than 100 illegal encampments around the town since October 2013, which is simply unsustainable and affects the lives of thousands of increasingly angry residents.
People getting angrier and angrier, and the people who are to blame for this, sadly, are predominantly the Chief Constable of Essex. He's abrogating responsibility, he's using the law inconsistently, he cares more about the so-called human rights of those setting up illegal encampments rather than the rights and responsibilities of law-abiding community of Harlow. We are a tolerant town, we're a diverse town, and we are a good-natured town, and we have good-natured people, but because of all the antisocial behaviour going on, because of the difficulties that people are facing, it's inevitable that people are in a rage.
We'll hear from the Chief Constable later, but the law Mr Halfon wants enforced is Section 61 of the Criminal Justice and Public Order Act. Now, this allows police to bypass the courts and direct unauthorised campers off land if there are 6 or more vehicles on it.
And are the locals there, are they as angry as he claims?
Well, the ones I met were pretty fed up, but also some were afraid to talk in some cases. I didn't encounter any out-and-out prejudice, more a sense of injustice that the travellers get away with things they never would. This man, for example, was fined for littering.
Because I was smoking a fag and I just dropped it. I've got 70 quid ticket for it. And the way they leave the streets and they don't have to pay anything, it's kind of, and I pay tax, and my tax is going towards cleaning up after them. You can see the state of the place after they left. You had all the rubbish, even there was a dead dog out over there, so...
Did you see that?
Yeah.
We don't want them, obviously, to live like on the street, but we don't want to pay for someone who don't want to do any work and don't want to help us.
Have you had a word with any of the travellers at the site at all?
Yes, I had a meeting with one called Patrick Donovan. He's a sort of head man of one family group in his caravan, camped illegally with others in the car park, actually where I am right now. It's not here anymore, though, because of an order to evict them at 9 AM yesterday. They went just before that. And that was the most recent of dozens of orders served on them at illegal camps they've occupied in the past 15 months. And I asked him how many.
Between 50 and 60 different spots we've been in Harlow. We've been moved every couple of weeks by Harlow Council, or by Essex Council. So that's how many spots we've been in the 14 months.
People don't like it when you suddenly arrive and park. They complain about antisocial behaviour, waste and so on, don't they?
That's right. We've got to live somewhere. I can't blame maybe local community people for being upset, but we have a right to live somewhere. A temporary bit of a yard even, or a site. Somewhere where I have 12 grandkids, where my daughters could come to me and send my grandkids to school and to get education for the future. That's what they need, and that's what I'd like.
So that's Patrick Donovan, a traveller in Harlow, and as Stephen mentioned, we'll talk to the Chief Constable of Essex in around about an hour's time.